Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Transformation, for Mindset Transformation Africa. And today's law that we'll be talking about is the law of focus. Is the law of focus. My kids will testify and tell you that one key thing I always tell them, especially when they are studying, kids can be very distracted. They can be very distracted. So their attention span, just like everybody, our attention span, you train to have more attention span. So our attention span is in few seconds. After some few minutes, they relapse back to want to play with their toys and all. So I will always tell them, be focused. Come on, boy, be focused. That's one of the key songs that I sing to them almost every day. Be focused. When you are eating, focus. So I know when they grow older than this, they will keep remembering that, because it was just the daddy will always tell us to be focused. So that's, by the way, enough of talking about my boy. So the law of focus is just the law that says that you cannot think of two different things at the same time. You can't. See, because our thoughts are so fast, many of us think we can think about different things at the same time. No. In 1 second, in the second that you're thinking, what you're thinking about in the second is not the same thing that you are thinking about in the other second. But because that thing is so fast, sometimes it's microsecond that your thoughts just come, it just enter you and flash out. You think you've been thinking about many things at the same time. No. Every thought happens in sequence. Every thought happens in sequence. But because you don't know how they are happening, you think you are, I've been thinking about everything at the same time. You just keep coming to me. I was thinking about school. I was thinking about this, my relationship. I want to get married at this. I was thinking about having a child. I was thinking about job. I was thinking about making money, all at the same time. No, man. No, sir. You're not thinking about all of those things at the same time. They are happening in succession, but they happened in quick successions. So, having said that, you need to know that the law of focus said we cannot focus on lower and higher values simultaneously. It's simultaneous. The key word here is simultaneous. You can't focus on lower values and higher values simultaneously. If, for example, you want to grow spiritually, that is a higher value in my dictionary. That one is one of the highest value that you have. You cannot be focused on spiritual growth and also harbor some lower feelings of anger, of jealousy, of envy, and you still expect it to be spiritually grow. You can't do that. You can't pray like whenever you're praying that heaven should open, life should happen to you, the universe should conspire for your good, and at the same time you harbor some feeling of lies, some jealousy, some anger within you, some vindictiveness, some entitled spirit. You can't harbor both at the same time. You can't. You have to focus on your central goal, your main goal. What is your main goal? Your main goal is, I want to grow spiritually. Focus on that. Or else what you're practicing is just distractions. You're just wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, you will achieve little to no result. You have a spark of fire here. One day you are talking to the angels, and the next day you are battling depression. Why are those things happening? Because you are trying to focus on a higher value and a lower value all at the same time. You don't want to let go of these lower base feelings of anger, of jealousy, of vindictiveness, of hatred. You don't want to let go of those feelings, and yet you want to sit with the angels, you want to sit with the gods, you want to manifest with the spiritual beings and go high up like that. No. No. And that applies to everything we do in life. For the best result, if you want to have the best result, see, if in your life right now you're broke, you want to solve your financial problem, focus on that. And focus on that alone. Every book that you read must be on that. All right? Every discussion that you have with people must be on that particular goal. I want to solve my financial problem. Everything must be concentrated on that, because that is the high value that you've written down, that this is the highest value in my life right now. I want to break this financial shackle. I want to be free financially. I want to be independent financially. Focus on that. You can be giving your full focus on to financial independence, and at the same time you are listening to the news, monitoring the politics and all that. Any news you listen to must be around how to get out and be financially free. Any politics you are interested in must be channeled, must be talking about how you can be financially free. The government policy, the economic policy of the government, if you focus on that particular news, it must be towards being financially free. Because by staying, for you to have the best result of your life, you can't afford to be distracted. You need to stay focused on your central goal. That is why most of us are not succeeding. Because today you said, it's fashion. Tomorrow you are already selling wigs. Next tomorrow, I'm not saying you can't have multi-potentiality, but many of us are not skilled in how to manage our multi-potentiality. We're just not skilled in that. So if you are not skilled in managing your multi-potentiality, you, even as a multi-potential person, you need to prioritize. I can draw, I will draw for 2 hours, and extensively focus on drawing for 2 hours. Then I need to put up my website for the next 4 hours. Then focus on that. Put on your website for the next 4 hours. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Whatever you want, you place as the high value, focus on that. You can prioritize trying to make money and then go all out. I'm going on a date with a friend. I'm going on a date because I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for a wife. I'm not saying those things are not important. I'm saying you cannot equally focus on both. Those things are important, but you can't equally focus on both. Choose your medicine, all right? Choose what you want to focus on and focus exclusively on that. Who says you will not have a good man or good woman by the time you are 30? Who says? Who says you won't by the time you are 40? Who says you won't by the time you are 50? Who says? All right, so there are social rules. There are social rules and norms that are pushing you to do what you think you need to do and all that, and I get it. But what I'm saying is, you are breaking the law of focus by trying to achieve both at the same time. Focus on one. When you've achieved that, then go to the next phase. Then after you've achieved your financial independence and all, you now focus more of your attention on dating high quality individuals, girls or guys. Dating high quality individuals, because the next goal that you have is marriage or having a relationship, whatever. Do you understand my point? So for best result, you should stay focused on your central goal. In order to succeed, we need to keep our focus very sharp. Our mind is wired to focus on one goal. Our mind we don't do multitasking well. We don't do multitasking well. We will not be efficient or proficient in any task that we do simultaneously. As you are writing music, you are pressing calculator trying to balance your account sheet. It will not work. Focus on managing your account sheet for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of block of the time. Then the next phase, you focus on writing your music. All right, the law of focus. We cannot focus on lower and higher values simultaneously. All right, we cannot think of two different things at the same time. Thank you for listening to me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. I believe you've gotten value, and we will talk later. Bye.